Yeah, we all hurting, but it feel like we can't escape. We all skating, but it feel like the ice gonna break. We all breaking down, but nobody feeling my pain, your pain. The good gon' come someday. Feel like we're talking in the bubble. We're walking into trouble because we ain't trying to listen, so we're mocking one another. Though we ought to be my brother, but we vote in different colors. Feels like we're choking each other. And the media don't eat what they're feeding us. I wish it was hope, but it's the same greed and fear that just might tear us apart right down at the seams again. But if you trust like I do, go grab your thread and needle, because we're stitching this back together for the weak and the feeble, for the rich and the poor. It's not good versus evil. We the brother, we the mother, we the sister, we all equal. We the ones to form a more perfect union, for we the people. To come together now. When we come together, then it's all right. Together we can make it through this fight. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. Yeah. Don't ever let them tell you that there's two sides. Trying to figure out who's wrong and who's right. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. We the people from Honolulu to Baltimore, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Anchorage, back to Arkansas. We the same people whose ancestors came off the shore. Some of us were already here. These are all of our stories. Who's ever prized freedom to dream of what's possible, for the right to breathe in life, be treated in a hospital, the right to speak my mind and overcome the improbable, the white, black, brown, every skin color possible. We the same people with the same color of blood, the same people who mourned when 9/11 was done, the same people to stand in line to vote for what we believe in. And when we disagree, to still agree to disagree with it. That's why we're here, the land our grandparents dreamed of. No matter where your roots are, the fruits are the same love, the same hopes, the same pursuit of happiness to keep on. Realize there's never been two sides. It's just we the people to come together now. When we come together, then it's all right. Together we can make it through this fight. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. Yeah. Don't ever let them tell you that there's two sides. Trying to figure out who's wrong and who's right. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. Yeah, realize there's no enemy lines, and every time we listen, we build heavenly ties, and every time we pray, we're changing the environment. It used to be hate, now we're breaking down, smiling. Don't ever let them tell you different, because that's my ego saying you can't make a difference, because only we know that if we learn to love and listen, we can see no other way to break it down. Then we the people, when we come together, then it's all right. Together we can make it through this fight. All I want to say is that the good gon' come, yeah. Don't ever let them tell you that there's two sides. Trying to figure out who's wrong and who's right. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. All I want to say is that the good gon' come. All I want to say is that the good gon' come.
I need to unmute myself. Oh, hello, everybody. Thank you, Nemo. I did say thank you. Great to have you here. Thank you for Esme waving at me from the background. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome, new and returning friends, to a new and improved season of Brave Troubadours. I am your host and executive director of Music to Life, Liz Stuckey Sunday. As many of you know, Music to Life was founded by me and my dad, Noel Paul Stuckey, of the 60s folk trio Peter, Paul, and Mary, to support the work of musician change agents in communities around the country. And working behind the scenes tonight and waving at me furiously as my microphone was off It's our amazing team, Esme Cole, producer, and Randy Harris, our marketing coordinator and comments manager. And this episode of Brave Troubadours also has support from the ASCAP Foundation and from you, our amazing viewers. You are watching us tonight on YouTube, on Twitch, as well as Facebook, and we rely on your continued support to produce these shows. So thank you for your donations and your tips. And we'd love to get some quick feedback from you tonight, some quick demographic information, actually. Please go ahead and click on that 1-minute survey link that Randy's going to drop in the comments bar. And if you do have actual feedback for the show, we would love to hear it. So please get in touch via the comments box or via our website. And thanks for all you do to help make Brave Troubadours the best show it can be. Almost time for the music. Just a quick note about today's theme and the need for finding ways to reach across our divides. Nemo started us off with The Good Gone Come. And Sara Thomsen, one of our artists tonight, has shared some thoughts about allyship that really resonate with me. One of the things she wrote to us is, I don't think ally is something I can call myself. Rather, it's something I can only hope I am being. It's a continual learning process. She talks about the work of racial justice and says that my work with that is to keep learning about white privilege and supremacy and how that remains the biggest barrier to racial equity. I can do the work. I can show up and be in solidarity. I can be a co-conspirator for change, but as a white person, it's not up to me to call myself an ally. So I'll add that if allyship is a way of being, may the artists that you meet tonight inspire you to show up and become that co-conspirator for change. So with that said, and in that spirit, let's head into our first artist set with Eric Dozier. Eric, hello.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Good. So great to have you here. And you are joining us from Florida? Pensacola?
I am in Pensacola now. I'm originally from a little town of Bakewell, Tennessee, and I'll tell you a little bit about that once we get rolling.
And I think we're hearing that in your voice, aren't we?
Yeah, I'm a Southern boy. I am.
There we go. Well, I'm going to just do one line of intro and then I'm going to let you take it away because I just love this line from your website. You call yourself a cultural activist, an anti-racism educator, and an itinerant blues preacher who leverages the power of music to promote healing, justice, and racial reconciliation. So we're really excited to spend the next 15 minutes or so getting to know you, your music, your work. It's not going to be enough time, but we're really glad you're here. So go ahead and take it away.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And Esme, if you can just share those slides for me. Very, very good to be here tonight. I bring you greetings from Pensacola, Florida, but originally from Bakewell, Tennessee. I'm a country boy, born and bred from a little small town, about 350 people. And I just wanted to kind of introduce you to my folks and primarily my mamas. That's my mama, my grandmother, my great-grandmother, and my great-great-grandmother on that slide there. And one of the things that they always taught me about my music was is that spirit does not descend without a song. The other thing that they taught me was that your music should be useful for the community. And so, as I think about what we're kind of in the midst of right now, I want to call some other people into the room to join us, just to kind of be with us here in spirit tonight. I travel with them. I travel with them in my heart. I travel with all of these young people in my heart as I do my music. And this is why I do the music that I do. And when I think about the inspiration for my music and foundationally, this is a quote that I want to share with you before I get started. And it's a quote by James Baldwin. I am a big fan. He says that the role of the artist is the same as the role of the lover. If I love you, I have to make you conscious of the things that you don't see. So in that spirit, I'm going to start with a song called The Other Side. It says, don't look away, don't turn your face, don't you run and hide. Watch what you say, you could be living life on the other side. knew a little girl named Susie, about as fine as costume jewelry. Look at her and see she had a hard time. 17 with a 3-year-old daughter, barely had a mother or father, but she had a will to survive. Don't you look away, turn your face, don't you run and hide. Watch what you say, you could be living life on the other side. Knew an old man named Nathan, living on a reservation, tears of sorrow behind his eyes. Veiled behind the years of sorrow was a hope born of tomorrow that he tried to pass on to every child. Don't you look away, turn your face, don't you run and hide. Watch what you say, you could be living life on the other side. Don't you look away, turn your face, don't you run and hide. 'Cause there will come a day when you'll be living life on the other side. Knew a man, Eric Garner, whose only crime was standing on the corner, profiled black in broad daylight. Summertime, heat from the pavement, 11 times I can hear him saying, I can't breathe. You all know what happened then. Don't you look away, turn your face, don't you run and hide. Watch what you say, you could be living life on the other side. Don't you look away, turn your face when you wanna cry. 'Cause there will come a day for revolution, hey. It happens all the time. All right. So, I mentioned my folks. Some of the other things that they taught me is that our music is so much more than just a performance activity. In the words of the good doctor Bernice Johnson Reagan, she says that when we sing, we announce our existence. And there was no more clear example than that, than the institution of slavery, and we talk about the spirituals. And so we kind of live in the shadow of that, particularly in the United States. And so one day someone gave me a box set of CDs, and it was a box set called Up from Babylon. And I opened the box, and what was in the box was cotton, right? And then there were CDs in the box. And when you put the CDs together, it was like a puzzle, and it was in the shape of a cross. And the overlay was kind of a cotton boll or a cotton stalk, I think is what you call it. And so the words cotton and the cross stuck with me because it reminds me that we're all caught in the shadow of that, and that we're not just called to be allies. You know, I kind of advocate a move from allyship to kinship, and so that we begin to see each other as James Baldwin says, we have to be like lovers, and we have to reclaim our country, reclaim our world for oneness. So I'm going to share this song that I wrote called Cotton and the Cross, and it's a love letter to my Southern brothers and sisters, and I know it extends to all of you. It goes like this. You and me and you together, Southern born and Southern bred, but still far apart, bound in blood and sacred songs. Still we don't see each other, 'cause we're living neath the shadow of cotton and the cross. Mansions high and cabins low and indigo, scars and stripes of paradise for some and not all. For God and faith we separate, with our backs to the sun, 'cause we're living neath the shadow of cotton and the cross. Hard rain's coming, roll on Jordan, wash away all our sins. Old world's dying, new world's rising. One of these old days, these bones are gonna rise again. Oh. Don't mistake what I say as a judgment. In the purest sense, it represents my cry from the heart. We can't let fate steal our day. We all flow through each other, though we're living neath the shadow. Don't be driven by the shadow. Get delivered from the shadow of cotton and the cross. So Cotton and the Cross. So I have a very, very special guest because, when I showed you that picture of myself, I was about the age of my daughter, who's going to close us out, because I believe that, as Dr. Reagan said, when we sing, we announce our existence. But I also believe in implanting these things in my children, the move towards oneness, thoughts of racial healing and reconciliation. So we're going to leave you tonight with just a little sing along. So sing along where you are. I'm sure that you'll know a couple of these things. And here we go. You ready, baby? So say hi, Worthington.
Hi.
All right, here we go. Sing, baby.
This little light of mine.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light.
This little light of mine.
Gonna let it?
I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light.
This little light of mine.
I'm gonna
let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Because I love humanity.
Because I love humanity.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna let it shine.
Because I
love humanity.
Hey.
I'm gonna let it shine.
Because
I love humanity. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Oh, this little light of mine.
This little light of mine.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light.
This little light of mine.
Come on now.
I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light.
This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
Oh, let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
One more time, baby. Let it shine.
Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine.
I'm gonna let it shine. Thank you, honey. Take a bow. Thank you all. Thank you all for having us here tonight. And, Dr. Reagan also said that this music is like a tool in our hands. So we use it to change hearts. I've always known from my grandfather, he said that if you work to bring that music forth, then the music will go forth and work for you. So we send this out with love and justice on our hearts. And we thank you for having us here tonight. So hopefully we'll see you all again soon. Y'all have a good night.
Oh my gosh. I'm unmuted now, I think. Thank you, Eric. That was fantastic. And thank you, Worthy.
She dazzles and disappears. So
okay. All right. That's her thing. You got to have a thing in this business, right? She dazzles and disappears. Okay. Got it. Well, thank you so much for being here. So I encourage our audience, please express your appreciation, give what you can, click on the tip jar links that I know Randy's got going in the comments, or you can also put that camera right on the QR code. You got to be on full screen, but you can put that camera on the QR code and donate that as well that way. So we really appreciate your support for these amazing frontline artists. And now we're going to take a little shift and hear some words and a message from my dad, Music to Life co-founder, Noel Paul Stookey.
The 60s, in terms of its potential to galvanize people, seemed so much easier because the issues were so clear, not so diffracted. Nowadays, the issues are so diverse and so competitive almost for your attention that, thank goodness, we have a raft of young singers and songwriters who are addressing each one of these, sometimes in their own communities, whether it's teenage suicide, whether it's homelessness, whether it's the environmental issue. There's something that happens to an audience, even if it's only 6, 10, 12 people, who, because of music, understand the situation in their hearts and emotionally as a group of people who laugh together or sing together share a deeper opportunity to be concerned. It's often been said, and I believe, that music unlocks the heart so that the mind can learn. I have a great deal of hope for the future of activist music, as long as those activists are not operating out of a platform of despair. And that's what the exciting aspect, I think, of Music to Life is. Most of these artists see a problem, but they're most hopeful, because inherently in seeing the problem is the desire to offer a solution or steps towards a solution. I'm gonna start a revolution. I'm gonna take it to the street. I'm gonna smile at every solitary person that I meet. I'm gonna wave at total strangers, no matter where they're from. I'm gonna start a revolution. Yeah, I'm gonna win it one by one.
Thank you, Dad. We're going to move right along to our next artist. Sarah is back there. Hello, Sarah.
Hey, Liz.
Hey.
Hey, it's so good to be here.
Oh my gosh. So good to have you here. Coming from Duluth. Yes, is
That's
that where
right. Yes,
Duluth,
from the
Minnesota.
Yep.
Getting cold right along with the rest of us in the Northeast.
It is, and the snow has already visited us.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It didn't stay for too long, but
it's like, I'll be back.
Here. Yeah.
I'll be back.
It's here.
Well, it's good to have you here. Sarah is on our Hope Rises album, and way back, Sarah, in early 2000, you were one of the first artists to be part of our inaugural social change, contest and music shows in Texas, which was amazing.
Kerrville.
So welcome back, and I want to go ahead and give you the stage. We're really looking forward to your set.
Well, it's an honor to be here, Liz, and I was so inspired just listening to Eric and Nemo starting it off. So what a wonderful night. So thank you, Liz. Hey. So I want to start off with this song called "Song Like a Seed." To sing about in these days, what rhyme or melody turn a phrase? What is your story now? Where is your gaze? What to sing about in these days? Towers are tumbling, tumbling down. Fortresses fumbling, crumbling crowns. Governments grumbling as they drown. Towers are tumbling, tumbling down. Plant your song like a seed. Hold your heart like a prayer bead. Give your breath like a tree. Set your soul deep. Love your part? In every ending there's some new start. What is your story now? Where is your heart? Plant your song like a seed. Hold your heart like a prayer beat. Give your breath like a tree. Set your souls deep. Love free. There is a garden that grows at night. Then in the winter it tucks in tight. Drifts off in dreams about birds in flight that carry the seeds of this garden's life. I what to sing about in these days. What rhyme or melody turn a phrase? What is your story now? Where is your gaze? I what to sing about in these days. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. It's an honor to be sharing songs here with Music to Life, and honor to be with Eric and Nemo. So Liz asked me to share one of my songs, Water's Life, and tell the story behind it. And this song was written after I spent time at Standing Rock. The protest in North Dakota, 2016, began in 2016. The indigenous-led protest against the Dakota Access Pipeline crossing the Missouri River. And I went there, as did many people from across our country and across the globe. A lot of people showed up at Standing Rock. A lot of people watched from social media. This really, I loved how the ones leading called we're not protesters, we're protectors, water protectors, and so it was an inspiring time. And I on my drive home, this song came that kind of spoke to what happened at Standing Rock and what happens when we come together to protect the water. And we were on, the rallying cry was the Dakota Lakota words Miniwachoni, which is water is life. And I put that line is in this chorus. And this song came on the car ride home when I was actually packing up at camp. There was this meadowlark that I heard singing outside my tent, and the meadowlark, or just the voice in my head said, "Be a lark from this meadow," and then that song came after on the drive home. I shared it with a few good friends, including a professor of mine, a Lakota man, and my good friend Sharon, who from Minneapolis, a Ojibwe water walker, water protector, to say, here's this song, what do I do with it? And I remember Sharon saying, you sing it, we all are here to protect the water, so, and need to sing. about that. So here's Water's Life. All my relations come, every nation come, all my relations under the sun. We are one, we are praying come, we are praying come, we are the song and we are the drum. We are one, we are the river come, we are the river come, we are the boat, the paddle, the shore. We are one, Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni. Water is a life for everything. We are the water sing, we are the water sing, we are the water, we are where all life begins. We are the ancient ones, we are the ancient ones. In your breath and bones we sing on. We are one, we are the meadow come, we are the meadow come, we are the lark that sings the new day has begun. We are the new day, run, run, run. We are the new day, run, run, run. We are the old and we are the young. We are one. Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni. Water is a life for everything. We are the water sing, we are the water sing, we are the water, we are where all life begins. We are the earth and sky, we are the thunder cries, we are the fire, we are the light in your eyes. We are standing strong, like a rock, like a stone, on the sacred ground we belong. We are home. Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni sing, Minnie Wachoni. Water is a life for everything. We are the water sing, we are the water sing, we are the water, we are where all life begins. All my relations come, every nation come, all my relations under the sun. We are one. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm wondering, Liz, if there's time for that little video clip, or if I should just do a little short song to end, because I know time is tight. I don't want to take. Let's do the, okay. All right. So this is a little video clip I wanted to share. It's the song "Working on a Ship Gonna Sail." It's a Utah Phillips song that just talks about we do this work not because we might accomplish something in our own lifetime, except for that building of kinship. I loved how Eric named that's our work to be lovers and to build that kinship. So this working on a ship we may never sail on shows me with the choir and a collaboration with a bunch of artists from Duluth and actually beyond in Minnesota. And so this is just to send y'all off with we're working on a ship we may never sail on, but we keep on sailing.
Gonna sail someday. Oh, working on a ship we may never sail on. Gonna sail someday. Working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Well, they're all gone, but we're still building. Gonna sail someday on the winds of peace and the waters of justice. Gonna sail someday. Yeah, working on a ship we may never sail on. Gonna sail someday. We are working on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Oh, we are working on a ship we may never sail on. Gonna sail someday. Yeah, we're on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway. Yeah, we're on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna sail someday. Yeah, we're on a ship we may never sail on. We're gonna build it anyway.
Oh my gosh.
And
Well,
it
that
keeps-
is, I mean, one of the things you haven't talked about, of course, is you've got your peace choir and you've got that amazing project, Land of Plenty, which is there, like, how do people even get their hands on that? Because I tried to find it on the web and I couldn't. That was an amazing project that brought together so many different people with roots in Minnesota. And it was just, anyway. Sarah's got a lot to her. So is that on your website somewhere, or maybe?
You know, there are clips from it on the echoesofpeace.org website.
Okay, great.
And info on how we have it on DVD, you know.
I
'cause
know
it
you
was-
do. I know you
so,
do. I own
people
one.
can,
Yes.
And yeah, it was people telling their stories. Land of Plenty, how did you come to be here? So from immigration stories to forced migration to people already living here, everybody's story about how did we come together.
It was brilliant. I mean, it was like an operetta. It was like I don't even know what you call it. It was like the most amazing thing. So anyway, that is worth visiting. Echoes of Peace. Is that right?
.org.
Echoesofpeace.org. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Thank you, Liz.
Oh,
Thank you.
so good to have you here. And thanks
to be
everybody
here.
for supporting these artists. We're really pushing that today because it's just, they do such amazing work. They're so talented on the one hand, but then they have these other lives too, that you'll find out, you'll learn about all of them on their websites and all the other amazing work they do. So great stuff. So we are going to move on to Nimesh Patel, who has this amazing story that he's gone from an Ivy League education to Wall Street to being an MTV rap star. And then as he journeyed, he realized that he was, these are his words, walking a path of suffering. And the only path to light was through selfless service to others and his own internal purification. So he started serving and working with underprivileged communities in the Gandhi ashram in India. And he eventually reconnected to his roots of music, creating his songs as gifts of love and peace and oneness through his organization, Empty Hands Music. So hi there, Nimesh.
Hi, Liz. Thank you.
And
you
I
for
think he's, you know, he's been spending most of this week with a little bit of a fever. So, you know, he's rock on here. This is
Rock
amazing
on.
that you're here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And you are where, and where are you again? Remind me. Where are
I'm
you?
in Los Angeles.
You are. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Well, the stage is yours. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Liz, and all the Music to Life family, and Sarah and Eric for bringing so much soul today. Working on a ship we may never sail on. I love that, the idea of being of service without any attachment. There's this one beautiful quote that reminds me of Sarah of by Nelson Henderson, that the true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. So thank you, everyone. Wanted to share a song. It's called To My People. And we were talking about allyship, and I love Eric's words of getting closer to kinship, but how do we break walls down to see people as our family? And it's a process, but this song is an ode to our human family. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, you're everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. From the day that we were born and mom hugged us with warmth, and we grew because we knew we had all your support. From the fams to the friends, your love was medicine. Keep giving us the strength to rise when we would sin. The knowledge that we gained through every single mistake, but you never backed down through this. You taught me faith. Every single one of you, through being you, you do find a way to spread love through truth, through me and you. It's because of you I grew, because of you I flew, because of you I made it through without residue. Because of you we all have a home to come to. You're a blessing to us all, so keep just being you. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, you're everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. Last time. To my people, yeah, you're my soul, you're my roots, you're my family, my life, and my truth. To my people, yeah, you're everybody, every being, every life, every moment, everything. To my people, yeah, you're my God, you're my soul, you're the one that pushes me to help me grow. To my people, yeah, I bow down to your heart of gold. To my people. As Liz was mentioning, I kind of shifted and moved to India like 12 years ago, and it's been a beautiful journey. It's been a revelation of so much to learn. We work in the underprivileged communities of different slum areas in a city, that I live in. It's not one of the bigger cities, but in India, a small city is a big city. It's like an 8 million populated town, and migrants from the rural areas come there to make a better living and have to do with makeshift homes and really tough environments. So we work with those children, and it's been a blessing for me because I've been able to really use my passion of arts and children and work together. And over the past decade, we've had a chance to direct a few musicals and bring children of two different groups of 17 and 16 kids across to the US and the UK. And we've done tours with our children, sharing these messages of oneness, of what we speak here in kinship and allyship, while they do live performances on stage. So it's been the journey of, and I love how Eric's family had really, says it beautifully in this idea that music, to me, art and music is not just about performance. And that was what shifted for me after I moved to India. Prior to that, my music career is more about entertainment, and it shifted to saying, how can this be of service? And that's what I that's how I hope to engage with the art form, whether it's working with children or creating, my own songs. But I wanted to share a song with all of you, a video with all of you called, it's a retake of We Shall Overcome. And this was inspired in 2016. My friend Daniel and I rewrote this version of the song. And we created a video for it. And I guess in a similar spirit, what I love to do with the videos that we create, the music videos, is try to engage community. So on this one, the idea was asking, family, friends, and community from around the world to go on a heart march, to put themselves out there and say that, love is the factor that will always overcome. And so, families, communities, people from Africa to Asia to Europe to America, elementary schools to churches to just friends, put together artwork and then marched on the streets for no other reason than to just say to the community that love is at the top. And that's how this video was created. So this video is called We Shall Overcome, Love Will Rise Again. And play it.
We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome.
Young Gandhi couldn't fathom how to deal with himself when he was thrown off the train and the pain that he felt. Mrs. Parks disrespected, dragged into jail because of the color of her skin, organs, tissues, and cells. One day, a young girl was shot on a bus by a man, a terrorist, part of the Taliban. He said, on this land, you have no right to stand for what you believe in. Girls have no chance here. Well, now, that's just the story of three souls who shook our planet after being down on their knees. And it's not gonna stop. Those seeds have now become trees, and as human beings, we'll keep on digging till we find peace.
Yeah, the cynics always say that nothing ever changes. The human nature's bound to stay the same. But it couldn't be more plain that violence never pays, injustice never stays. It's bound to fade away. What if history awaits? What if today's the day? So let's all lead the way. We shall overcome.
Every time I think it's gonna take much longer.
We shall overcome.
Every time I question, am I getting stronger?
We have just begun.
Gonna make a change, we gotta push much farther.
We shall overcome.
We shall overcome. Come on now. Longer.
We shall overcome.
Every time I question, am I getting stronger?
We shall overcome.
Make a change, we gotta push much farther. 'Cause I'm feeling it deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart.
I do believe.
I do believe.
I do believe.
We shall overcome someday.
Yeah. Come on, put your hearts together. Here we go. Woo! I knew it. God had a plan for us to do it. To hit rock bottom before we rise and continue. To first learn greed before we learn to be human. To do wrong deeds before we learn to spread beauty. There's always a plan, and now it's time to take a stand for the rights of the planet, every woman and man. We ain't gonna stop, only growing our demands for all beings to feel peace in every heart and land. Thank you, Lord, for the strength and the courage to bring us together and keep our souls nourished. These tough times will only drown in our chorus, cause we all believe that the truth is before us. We shall overcome this pain. We shall overcome this day. We pray for love to lead the way. We pray for love to lead the way.
Thank you for sharing that. And, that is definitely a call out to these times where as many challenges as we have right now, to keep love and as well as justice equally at the center and keep building the ship. That's it. So thank you. I'm going to share one last song in the spirit of the holidays that are coming up. And just, I think something that has just been deeply taught to me through the children that I get to work with, which is the message of gratitude. And it's incredible to be able to see different perspectives of people's lives, and as we all get to and learn from that and realize how ultimately how blessed we are to be human beings on this planet, and how do we make use of that. And to me, this song that Daniel and I had a chance to write is that ode. It's a love song in a way to living from that lens. So I wanted to share this last song with you. Thank you. It's called Grateful. You're my life, you're my breath, you're a smile, you're my guest. You're the earth, you're the sun, you're the grass, you are love. You're my hands, you're a bug, you're my eyes, you're a hug. You're the light in the dark, you're the spark, you are fun. You're my mom, you are water, you're the stars, you're my daughter, you're my friend to the end. You're my dreams, you're my father, you're the ants on the ground, the miracles that surround. I'm feeling it all around, the hemisphere and the clouds. You're my pain, you're my sorrow, you're my hope for tomorrow. You're the strength when I'm hollow, you're the path that I follow. You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize everything is a gift.
All that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. For it all. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Grateful for it.
You're the blessings every time I try to count. You're the lessons that I learn every time I turn around. You're the water when I'm burned. Every time I think I found everything I'm looking for. You're the sign saying stop to take a bow and keep moving forward and start looking towards your heart. It'll open all the doors, and only then you'll start to hear the world singing chorus with your mind and heart aligned in purpose. Everything will feel gorgeous.
All that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be is a blessing. It's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
Every day I sit and pray, because what I have is more than I deserve or could ever imagine. How do I give back to all of this magic and spread the love so everybody can have it? Doesn't matter if I'm rich or poor, if I got a family or if I'm all alone. Bad things happen, I can just complain and moan, or there's a million things that I can be grateful for. So whoever is watching right now, feel free to lift your hands up. And we're going to do a little heartburst action to the world. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I look deep down and feel all the blessings. Everything I am and everything I see, everything I hope and everything I dream, everything I feel and everything I be. I'm grateful for it all. It's amazing. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. 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 You're the blessings that exist, the small things that are bliss, the gift to realize everything is a gift. Thank you.
I'm unmuted now. Yay! Oh my God. That was
Thank you, Liz.
fantastic. Ah, Nemo, thank you. We're going to give folks, as we wrap here, another opportunity to give to you and these other fine artists today. Gosh, this has just been an amazing show. It's sort of, the whole idea was to send us off into, the holidays next week with this sense of kind of uplifted spirit and purpose and and an interest in connecting in some really meaningful ways. So can we get everybody, or is everybody gonna come back on one more time for a wave? And yay, here's everybody. So thank you, and thank everybody out there. Thank you all for joining us. Please stay in touch, join our email, spread the word about our work by liking us and by the work of these artists by liking them on their social media, buy their merch, and keep an eye out because we have some fun musical holiday cheer coming your way on December 15th. So there's more on that soon. But meantime, we really appreciate your support, and be safe and healthy out there. And yeah, we'll see you next time. So, goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.